Okay, everybody, it is my great pleasure to present to you a young and brilliant writer, Sean. And before we start, Sean, can you tell us a little about what gave you the idea to write this story?
Well, I like stuff like have technology in it, and like computers, like stuff like they could like totally change the world and stuff. That's why that's why I made the story.
That's great. And what kind of stories do you like in general?
Well, sci-fi, non-fiction. I love those kind of movies. Books, sorry.
That's fantastic. So everybody, I hope you're ready for the story Pixels in the Real World, and the tagline is...
A science experiment gone wrong.
All right.
Pixels in the Real World, Science Experiments Gone Wrong. Written by Sean Garrett. Mentor, Aaron Knopper. Fade in, interior Jack's house evening. Jack, 64, tucks his grandchildren, Sky, who's 9, Kathy, 8, in bed.
I'm going to tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a prince.
Grandpa, why is there a scar on your arm?
Grandpa turns his arm over and we see a nasty scar going across his forearm.
Well, that's a whole different story.
Please tell us the story.
Fine, I'll tell you the story. It should start when I was a young scientist, about 20 years old.
Interior laboratory day. Flashback. Jack and his colleagues, Zach, Max, Henry, Jenny, and Carly, are working on a supercomputer. Harry holds up a cable-like pixelizer device, and that is about to use it to connect a gaming console to the computer.
Harry, wait! Are you sure that everything's ready?
Yeah, I supervised it. Once we connect Super to the console using the pixelizer, the 2D characters in the console should be extracted and become real-world pixel characters.
We have been working on this experiment for the past 4 years. It has to work.
Well, let's connect and see what happens.
Harry takes the pixelizer cable and carefully connects it to the console. Jack pushes the button on the pixelizer. Suddenly, sparks burst out of the pixelizer. Everything goes dark.
Oh no! Why is it so dark?
We pixelized the whole world.
The lights come back on. Jack looks at himself in shock. He's pixelized, and so is everybody else. He opens the lab door. Exterior, street outside, laboratory day. They all follow him outside and look around. Everything. Trees, skies, cars, people, birds. It's pixelized.
Oh no, we pixelized the whole world.
We have to get back inside and shut down the Super in order to depixelize the world.
Jack starts to run back inside, but an antenna on the roof zaps a laser beam at him. Jack falls on the ground. Jenny runs to Jack and pulls him back to safety.
I think the computer was infected by a virus and became evil.
It looks like Super Control's antenna is trying to stop us from reversing the pixelization.
So it looks like we have a bigger problem on our hands.
We have to sneak up to the antenna. We have to destroy it.
But how are we going to do it?
Okay, like I said before, we gotta sneak up there.
Wait, remember that invisibility ray gun we were working on a couple years ago?
Yeah. Sure, yes.
Yes.
They all go behind a tree and Jenny activates the invisibility ray gun. They immediately become invisible and begin to sneak up onto the building. Jack starts climbing the ladder leading up to the antenna. Everybody follows him. Jack reaches his hands out.
Okay, I'm about to rip out the antenna. Right now.
Suddenly, the invisible ray gun stops working and they become visible again.
Oh no! The invisible ray gun batteries are dead!
Okay, oh no.
A huge flash comes out of the antenna and everybody blacks out. Exterior tropical rainforest day. Jack and Jenny and Zach regain consciousness. They all hold their heads in pain.
My head, it hurts so much.
Jack, your arm is wounded.
Yeah, never mind, look. We have more important things to do.
I think we're in a rainforest.
Zach wakes everybody else up. turns his head and notices a light glowing in a nearby clearing.
There's a light over here. We should go check it out.
They all walk towards the light and find a 5-foot-tall machine.
I wonder what it is.
Hello, just read the sign. It says time machine right there.
That's awesome!
That's perfect. All right, we're just gonna put in the location of the laboratory and set the time for three minutes right before everything went wrong.
Jack hits enter. There's another flash! They all start twitching and shaking.
What's going on?
Interior laboratory day. Suddenly everything stops! They are back in the lab and see the past version of themselves working on the experiment.
Hey, we're back. We have the time machine with us.
It worked! We're still pixelized, but the world is normal.
All we have to do is stop ourselves from making the same mistake. Enough chitter chatter. We have 2 minutes left. Let's go stop ourselves.
Yes. Stop! Don't do anything.
Pixelize the whole world.
Oh my god! It looks like our future selves!
But why are you all pixelized?
Because once you turn on the machine, the computer gets infected, you see.
Wait! How do we know that you aren't lying? Prove it!
Okay. I will tell you something that only you know.
He walks up to him and whispers something in his ear.
Okay, people, this stuff is real. Disconnect Super from the pixelizer and hit the shut off button.
Oh, do it.
He walks up to the machine, unplugs it, and puts his hand on the shut-off button.
I'm about to shut it down. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
He shuts off the machine. Our pixelized heroes shake for a moment. Then, return to normal. They look at their hands.
Hey! Back to normal!
Celebrate together! Interior Jack's house evening. Jack's now a grandfather again, sitting on the bed. Sky and Kathy stare at him.
Wow, that was the greatest story ever told, Grandpa. That's how you got your scar.
How did you know the world was saved?
Well, we went back to present time. I saw that everything was normal. And from then on, we learned you never, ever mess with the laws of physics.
Yeah.